Prince William has finally done the one terrifying thing that his father spent his entire life refusing to do, and the absolute most shocking part of this situation isn't even the act itself. It is the incredibly ruthless, silent way he executed it. William didn't grant a massive television interview. He didn't leak a dramatic story to the tabloids. He didn't even issue a formal palace statement. He simply sat down at a desk, looked at a highly classified payroll document, located one specific name, and quietly erased it. But when you understand exactly whose name he deleted, and the deeply horrifying reason she was on that payroll in the first place, that single stroke of a pen becomes the loudest declaration of war the British royal family has seen in decades. This wasn't just an administrative update. This was Prince William looking directly at Queen Camilla and telling her that the absolute protection she enjoyed under King Charles is officially, permanently over. You are locked into Royal Watch, the only platform breaking down the raw, unvarnished truth of the monarchy. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let's dive directly into how the future king just began his ultimate revenge. To truly comprehend the sheer magnitude of this silent execution, you have to understand the massive financial weapon William inherited. The absolute second King Charles ascended to the throne in September 2022. Prince William took total control of the Duchy of Cornwall. The duchy isn't just a fancy ceremonial title. It is an incredibly powerful, billion-dollar private estate that generates tens of millions of pounds every single year, funding the heir to the throne. It controls a massive network of properties, contracts, and, most importantly, the payroll. When William took the reins, he audited the books like a man who had been waiting for this exact moment his entire life. And right there, sitting comfortably on the payroll, was Annabel Elliot, Camilla's younger sister. Following Charles and Camilla's wedding in 2005, Annabel was handed incredibly lucrative, taxpayer-funded interior design contracts across the duchy. For nearly 2 decades, she collected tens of thousands of pounds as if nothing had ever happened. According to deep palace insiders, William simply looked at the document and quietly told his staff, "I will deal with her." But to understand the pure, freezing anger running through William's veins, you have to know what Annabel Elliot actually did to his mother. William didn't cut Annabel off because he disliked her interior design choices. He cut her off because her country home in Dorset served as the primary, secret safe house for Charles and Camilla's affair. While Princess Diana was trapped at home with 2 small boys, watching her marriage completely cave in and fighting to survive severe depression, Charles was quietly making his way to Annabel's house. Annabel wasn't just a passive bystander who politely looked the other way. She actively facilitated the destruction of Diana's life. On one specific evening, when Charles arrived at her home furious over an argument with Diana, Annabel allegedly grabbed Camilla by the shoulders, told her that Diana doesn't even come close to you, and actively pushed her sister into a bedroom with Charles, closing the door behind them. She chose the affair, and for 20 years, the monarchy rewarded her with a massive paycheck. William's memory of this betrayal is not based on rumors. It is based on horrific childhood trauma. In 1993, the British press published the highly classified, secretly recorded Tampongate phone transcripts between Charles and Camilla. The entire country was obsessing over the scandalous details, but somewhere in Britain, an 11-year-old Prince William was reading those exact same newspapers. He read the precise transcripts where his father and Camilla actively planned which friends would lie for them and whose homes they would use to hide their affair. Annabel's home was explicitly on that list. William read the undeniable proof of his mother's gaslighting when he was just a boy, and he carried that crushing, suffocating reality with him for his entire life. He watched his mother fall to pieces. He walked silently behind her coffin at 15 years old, and he waited. But if the financial purge of Annabel was the opening shot, Camilla's recent behavior toward Catherine, Princess of Wales, was the absolute final straw. William loves his wife fiercely, and she is the one strict, non-negotiable boundary he will not allow anyone to cross. But Camilla, intoxicated by the power of finally becoming queen, pushed anyway. During a highly publicized 2025 state visit from President Trump and Melania at Windsor Castle, the world watched a horrifying dynamic unfold on international television. While Kate was warmly engaging in conversation with Melania, Camilla arrived and aggressively, dismissively waved Kate away with a sharp hand motion, treating the future Queen of England like a bothersome servant standing in the wrong spot. William watched this blatant, calculated disrespect happen in real time. His retaliation was immediate. Later during the visit, when protocol demanded that William bow his head in formal acknowledgement of Camilla's senior rank, he completely refused. He offered her a brief, incredibly cold double kiss on the cheek, a casual greeting reserved for a distant acquaintance, and walked away. It was a massive public display of utter contempt. Camilla has spent 30 years outmaneuvering people who underestimated her. But she is utterly terrified of Prince William because he has never underestimated her for a single second. She knows exactly what he is capable of, and she is already desperately trying to protect herself before he ascends to the throne. In late February 2026, highly classified reports revealed that Camilla quietly signed a power of attorney document transferring total ownership of Ray Mill House, her deeply personal, multi-million-pound private estate, directly to her children, Tom and Laura. On the surface, the palace PR machine tried to spin this as standard estate planning for a 78-year-old. But the raw truth is that Camilla watched William instantly and silently delete her sister's 20-year financial arrangement, and she panicked. She knows that when Charles passes, William will take total, absolute control of the sovereign grant, the exact fund that currently finances her entire royal existence. By transferring her only private sanctuary into her children's names, she is desperately trying to hide her assets from William's inevitable restructuring. The era of Queen Camilla operating with complete impunity is rapidly coming to an absolute, terrifying end. She played the longest, most manipulative game in royal history, completely surviving public outrage and Diana's memory to get the actual crown placed upon her head. But her entire empire of influence is currently entirely dependent on the fragile, failing health of King Charles. Behind closed doors, royal insiders describe William's attitude toward his stepmother with one chilling, specific word. He tolerates her. He does not respect her, he does not value her, and he absolutely does not forgive her. The boy who was forced to mourn his mother in front of the entire world has transformed into the single most powerful man in Britain. He is not paranoid, and he is not reacting emotionally. He is silently dismantling her entire network, piece by piece, and he is just getting started. I want to hear exactly what you guys think about this massive power shift. Was William completely justified in cutting Annabelle off? And is Camilla right to be terrified of his future reign? Drop your absolute most honest thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay locked in on the truth, and I will see you all in the very next video.